All right, footy fans, get ready to join the chat as we talk everything about footy. Here at the NRL Live Chat 2.0 podcast. Here are your hosts, AJ and Breno.
G'day footy fans, welcome to another episode of NRL Live Chat 2.0. We are your hosts, I'm Breno, and of course we have PJ. How you doing, mate?
I'm doing good, buddy. How was your week?
Yeah, not too shabby at all.
Oh, that week of football. What an amazing week. All the stories, the origin, Suwali, the big scores on the weekend. I can't wait to get stuck in, man.
Yeah, it should be good. There's plenty to talk about tonight. So, yeah, plenty of footy to talk about. So be sure to join in on the chat as we go. Also, join in on the NRL Live Chat 2.0 Facebook group page. Each week we run a live chat as well during each game, so keeping up to the date with scores, halftime scores, results. Be sure to check that out each week during the games. All right, let's jump straight into it. So, yeah, come across this over the weekend ad on Channel 9.
I'll give you $1 to shut up.
Pretty much spat my beer out. No, Gus, I'll give you $1 to shut up. I couldn't believe that. Where did that come from? I lost it when I seen that ad. Anyway.
Oh, funny.
Bloody Gus Gould. No. Anyway, before we look into what happened in round 14, let's have a look at some origin from last Wednesday night. Anyway, a record equaling effort from Tabuai Fidow helped the Maroons draw first blood 2024 Origin Series opener last Wednesday. Overwhelmed the 12-man Blue side 38-10 and claimed the game one in Sydney. Well, where do you start? I guess obviously we'll have to look at that tackle that flattened Walsh and seen Suwali, break an unwanted record, being the fastest player to be sent off in an Origin, sent from the field after the absolute massive hit in the 7th minute. Lots of talk about this too, about if this was actually worth a send-off. Ooh.
Didn't miss him.
I reckon.
Yeah, I think I think his name was Suwali, and he's changed it to Suwali'i, and now he's going to be Suwa Barry Crocker, mate. He had a dead set Barry Crocker. That tackle is ridiculous. Now, when I saw it live, I must admit, I thought he got him in the chest and his head hit the ground. Yeah. That's what knocked him out. But you can see there was contact on the jaw. All of New South Wales let down in an instant by a bloke I don't even think should have been there. He's a Union player. He's going to Union. He's not going to be eligible for Australia at the end of the year. Why are we picking him for New South Wales? And we give their game to Queensland as a result. Really disappointing.
No idea. So there's a little photo that popped up. Interesting. Luai and Hines before and after reaction photo. Looks like Schoolboys State Cup or something they played in a while back, and now they're playing with the Blues together.
Isn't that cool? Isn't that cool? You know, they were together as little kids, and now they're together in the New South Wales team, and they reenacted. I remember Cameron Murray and Keon Kalamatangi had some pictures where they were young kids together, maybe 10 or 11, and then got a picture today. It was really cool as well. I love seeing the juniors coming through, and it's amazing when you see these stars together from different clubs. You don't realise that they've had a history in the past in the junior level. So I thought that was a really cool moment in the game.
Yeah, pretty cool. All right, let's quickly go through it. So Maroons 38, New South Wales 10, halftime score. Maroons are up 20-6. Attendance was pretty good, 77,214 people at the game at Accor Stadium, 6 tries to 2. Tabuai Fidow got a hat-trick. Valentine Haynes did not miss a kick all night. The boot was on fire.
Great kicker. New South Wales, I mean, they can be really proud of the effort. 65th minute, it's still 20-10.
Yeah.
You know, it was 20-6 at halftime. It could have been 40-6, 10, 15 minutes in the second half. But they really hung in that for that third quarter. They just ran out of petrol. And once they got a try at the end there, you can see, I think it's the 67th minute, They got a few late ones to make it even worse.
Yeah.
But they were really gallant in defeat. I think if they kept 13 on the field,
it would have been
they probably go close to winning that game.
Well, just looking at some of the stats, like possession, 53% New South Wales. So they had a lot of the ball. They just couldn't really do much with it. They're pretty much evenly pegged with all the stats. Just going through it quickly now, but
yeah, I think Michael Maguire did a good job picking the team. Unfortunately, we had Dylan Edwards get ruled out with an injury late, so Tedesco came in. I thought he was okay. He had some pretty bad one-on-one misses. The one on Hunt late in the game was definitely one that I would go and pick Edwards again and take Teddy out of the team. But it was a gallant effort. I think the only spot I think Maguire missed was the 29 minutes on the field for the captain. I don't understand how when you're down a man, you're not going to put a forward back on of his quality. I really didn't understand that one.
Well, I guess that's the problem, having a forward as your captain. Like, not all of them can do the whole 80 minutes.
Yeah, exactly.
There's
probably more rotating the back rowers maybe, and he was just trying to keep the forward off if he's already off. I don't know. It doesn't make any sense. He's a really good defender. He's a really good leader. That's why they picked him as captain. And somehow he doesn't get back on the field after he's subbed off. So
yeah, watch his space. We'll keep an eye on the teams coming up in the next couple of weeks and get ready for game 2. Hopefully New South Wales can get a win back.
All right, got to win in Melbourne.
Oh, that'd be good.
Got to win in Melbourne, man.
All right, let's have a look at results. Results for round 14. A few big ones here.
Do you want me to go first?
Oh, you can go first, right? Yeah.
Yeah, bunnies are on my side, mate. So I want to talk about that. All right, Dragons Friday night down 10-0 early to the West Tigers. All their fans started buying grand final tickets. No, I shouldn't say that. I really feel for West Tigers. They're having a tough year. They got another guy, I forget his name. You know it, the young bloke who wants to get out, and they're not letting him release. But that second half was tragic. 56-14. Tigers officially can't win the comp. They've had 50 put on them. Yeah. The next day, the Bunnies really hung in there. It really wasn't. It was a tussle game. The Titans weren't too far away, and then the Bunnies would score, and then it went back into an arm wrestle, and the Bunnies would score, and it just kept happening. The Titans were gallant, but then they'd make a mistake or give away a repeat set. South would get down there, try. Great to see their defence hold up. Titans had a lot of shots at our line, and the Bunnies get home 46-12 away from home, leading us into this Friday night's game versus the Broncos, which is going to be awesome. Warriors have been doing what they've been doing all year, completely tricking us in the tips.
Absolutely.
I think I went Cowboys again, didn't I? I can't remember. 42-12, a great result for them. And then Saturday night, wife was very happy. Sharks, Broncos, really high quality game. And the Sharks getting the chocolates 22-12.
So yeah, just looking at that Rabbitohs game, is the Troll going to get a call up by Maguire for the State of Origin 2?
I think if he plays a great game Friday night, he's a dead set certainty, mate. Suwali's out, obviously suspended for 4 weeks. I'm not sure Bradman Best is back yet, but he was the other one in the running. I think Tony Staggs has got to be close. But Latrell, if he has another great game this Friday, he's what's the opposite to unpickable? Pickable, maybe, I don't know.
Also, Jai Arrow celebrated his 150th NRL appearance. First ever successful conversion. Good on him. After being handed the tee late in the blowout. Much to Tom Burgess' delight.
Yep. I'm glad you explained why he was doing the kick. I couldn't work out why he was doing the kick. But anyway,
I don't think
what happened in the rest of the games?
All right. So going into... do I have to talk about this one? Oh dear. The Storm took on the Knights down in Melbourne, 36-28. Hey, tell you what though, much better game by the Knights compared to the week before. They actually put in an effort. Probably could have won the game if they didn't let in those sneaky 2 little tries before half time. I thought they might. They played so much better. It was so good to watch, and actually gave it to the Storm. So,
I thought it was a great effort from the Knights.
First half hat trick to Brian Toto fired Penrith to a 10-point victory over the Sea Eagles, edging them out 32-22. Sea Eagles winger crossed for 4 of his own as well. However, it was not enough in the end. So there's a bit of a stat there. Both the wingers first to score first half hat trick in the same game. So,
same time, wow.
Yeah, well done. Big crowd was on hand to see the intensely fought match at Accor Stadium, with the Bulldogs coming from behind to beat the rivals Parramatta 22-18 in a thriller. So yeah, some good games there.
That last game, 45,000 at Accor Stadium, Homebush, for the Bulldogs Parramatta game. Here's a cracking match. It was such a good end-to-end, scoring points, exciting defence. Unfortunately, it got settled by what can only be described as a complete blunder again from the referees. Not only that the pass was a mile forward, but the player who caught the pass didn't even get both his feet in the field of play before he received the ball, which is the rule. So it should have probably been called back for a penalty to the Bulldogs, because the Parramatta player pushed the Bulldogs player out of the field. That's the reason he didn't get his feet back in. It was a forward pass anyway. So Parramatta fans fuming. Trent Barrett was doing his best Forrest Gump impression. You know, I think he was calling up Graham Annesley to figure out what went wrong. But once again, the forward passes, I don't know where this ball technology is. They're talking about the ball sensor technology. It's going to be coming. That was 4 years ago, guys. What's happening? If it doesn't work, come out and say it doesn't work. But that was a clear and obvious forward pass. I still don't understand why the video ref can't rule on forward passes.
Absolutely. There was 2 in the Knights game too that sort of gave Storm. It was just absolutely ridiculous. But
but then you see all the other stuff, Breno, that the video ref gets wrong, and you're like, I understand why they can't do that as well.
Yeah. Gutho actually got a bit of spray from the referee. It was in his face all game, and then the referee just had enough and he said, that's it. Stop talking to me like that. You can't talk to me like that, and put him in his spot. And Gutho just sulked away. And anyway.
Has to happen.
Here's one we just missed though. I put a little post up earlier in the week after the West Tigers game. So the stat is there is no team that has won the comp after having 50 points scored against them. So West Tigers, gone. So there's 3 teams in that category for this season. So
sadly, my team.
Sorry,
but Dragons as well. They had 60 put on them by the Roosters. Yeah, 3 teams out of titles contention. I think there's a few more we can count in there as well.
But it's funny that you got St. George beat the Roosters. Oh, I know they got beaten by the Roosters 60-18, but then they've beaten the Tigers 56-14. Anyway, it's
does that nullify it? Does that cancel it?
I don't know. I don't know if there's a stat for that. We'll have to ask random stats guy or something for that. All right.
Well, you could still make a grand final if you have 50 put on you, because Souths did do it a couple of years ago. They had 50 put on by the Storm. We were very down on troops that night, and we did come back to make the 21 grand final against the Panthers to lose by 2 points. So we nearly broke it.
Let's go check out the ladder. Yeah, not much movement up the top. First 4 teams staying as they are. A lot of movement in the middle after some interesting results over the last 2 weeks. Yeah. Poor old Knights slipping down. Come on.
Yeah, Dolphins back up in the top 4 with the bye. They just won't go away.
They've been in the top 4 for the last 8 weeks, I'm pretty sure.
They've been up there the whole time, mate. The 3 front runners, obviously, I think the title contenders are in the top 3. I don't think anyone outside the top 3 can win it. But the Bulldogs back in the top 8 with a good win over Parramatta. The Dragons getting their result against the West Tigers moves them up into 9th. And most importantly, the South Sydney Rabbitohs have won, and they're out of bottom spot.
Yay.
So well done to the Bunnies. Let's get
That's
Broncos
taken about 8 weeks.
Come on, keep moving up, mate. Keep moving up.
All right, let's have a look at... Oh, here we go. Let's look at this. Our tipping. Well, I managed to get 3 this week. For some stupid reason, picked all the Queensland teams thinking they're going to back up and win again, but all the Queensland teams lost this week, so I lost as well.
Yeah.
And look at you, got one wrong.
I forgot that there was only 7 games when I saw 6. I went, 6 out of 8's not bad. I forgot. Yeah, no, there was 3 buys. So Cowboys, Warriors, cost me a perfect round. Dang.
Buggers. All right.
Yeah. What's our points now, Brent? I can't quite read.
You're on 68. I'm on 62.
68, 62. All righty. And if you backed me last week, I hope you did, because I got a lot of them right. So my tips are going to be good this week too.
More to come. Keep your eye on this one.
More to come.
Go away, Gus. Jeez. He's everywhere tonight.
Oh, dear.
Okay, let's have a look at round 15. It's beanies for brain cancer round for the Mark Hughes Foundation. Get yours from Lowe's and IGA. I think you can get them online as well on Mark Hughes Foundation website. Good cause. We're looking at the games, aren't we? Let's go have a look at round 15. Game number 1. And we've got the Sharks up against the Dolphins. Sharks still in second there. Dolphins still in fourth. Dolphins are paying $3.34. Wow. Blues halfback Nico Hines returns after being rested. And Tabuai Fidel is back in as well as Kafusi.
How good is it when you kick off a Thursday night with the match of the round? This is absolutely match of the round. Second versus fourth. Sharkies looking good again. Had a couple of losses, but they're getting a few back. Hamlin ULA is back as well. Dolphins getting quite a few players back by the look of it. Tessie News back as well. He might be on extended bench. He is, yes.
I should put
Dolphins bit up and down over the last month. They got to start hitting their straps to keep themselves in the top 4. I'm going Sharkies though, 1-12.
I've got the same. Sharks 1-12. I'm pretty sure I went 1-12. We'll see that at the end, I guess. All right, so going to game 2. Raiders up against the Cowboys at GIA Stadium on Friday at 6 o'clock. Raiders sitting in 5th, Cowboys down in 12th, and they're paying $2.28 after their loss against the Warriors. Big loss against the Warriors, I should say.
Big loss.
Yeah. Reece Robson, that's his 100th game this week too, so something to play for the Cowboys.
Yep, I don't trust the Cowboys.
I don't either anyway. I've written them off. I'm not tipping them the rest of the year.
Yeah, no. They went on a little streak there. They beat South, and then they beat a couple of teams in a row, and then they've come out and played like bastards for a couple of weeks. I think they're gone. I'm gonna say it now. I think Canberra's going to win this game, and I think you can put a pencil through the Cowboys.
Yeah.
For season 2024.
Yeah, for sure. Watch this space. See what happens.
Yeah, they're dead set certain he's the win now. I've said that.
Good on ya.
Yeah.
Let's just jump in the next game then. So, Rabbitohs taking on the Broncos at Accor Stadium, 8 o'clock on Friday. Broncos paying $1.58. Rabbitohs paying $2.39. Even though they beat the Titans very convincingly last week. Cameron Murray is back from a hip injury as well. The Broncos play their first game at Accor Stadium since the 2023 Grand Final. I thought that was an interesting stat. Haven't played there since then. So.
Wow. Yeah. Well, they've beaten us the last 2 times, the Broncos. But it's time for us to get a win. Reece Walsh is still out. Obviously, the 11-day concussion rule. He's not due back until I think it's Saturday. Eligible to play. But I also heard on the radio today that they're saying he might not even play Origin 2. So he could be out for quite a few weeks with that head injury. So that's a huge loss for them. Still missing Adam Reynolds. They're trying to fix up his tape on his knee and his arm and his leg. So I've gone Rabbitohs with a little bit of confidence, 1-12. I think Latrell is hitting a purple patch. And when he's playing well, the whole team plays well. Cameron Murray back onto the bench. Huge inclusion for South. I think he'll get limited minutes. But it's a big in for South inspirationally. He's much loved between the playing unit, definitely the fans. Hopefully we get a few turn up to cheer him back onto the field.
for sure. Yeah, I've gone the opposite. I've taken Broncos in this one. Controversy. All right, let's go into the next game. We've got Tigers up against the Titans, heading over to Leichhardt on Saturday at 3 p.m. Both these teams sitting down near the bottom. Tigers 17th, Titans 15th. Titans are paying $1.60, so looking like they might be the favourites at the moment.
Yeah.
I can't pronounce his name, mate. What's it? Aiden Caesar? He's back.
Aiden Caesar, yeah.
That's one. Yeah, 4-game suspension. He's back from Epicurus is handed the number 7 jersey. So there's a bit of a change around for the Tigers. See what happens.
They're looking for anything, mate. Yeah. Any sort of direction whatsoever. Adam Dewey's back on an extended bench. He's been out for a year with an ACL injury. Awesome kid, awesome player, but just no luck with injuries at all when he's been at the West Tigers. They're in for a tough day again. The Titans, like I said, they've been really good. Obviously, the second half against South was an exception, but they've been really, really good through most of the last 8 weeks, either just winning, just losing. Jaden Campbell comes into the 5'8" position as well, which I thought was an interesting change. So I think Titans will get that one.
Yeah, we both got Titans on that one.
Yep. How good's Cam Pereira, though? Scores just about every game he plays, he scores. Love watching that guy play. Didn't like seeing him score last week, but he scores nearly every week. If you got a multi, make sure you get him in. Yeah, sure. Make sure you get him in, mate. That's a leg you're going to get up this week for sure.
Right,
maybe a double.
Yeah, get him in there.
Maybe a double or a triple even. Maybe a hat trick.
All right, going into the next game, like Warriors up against the Storm at Go Media. We're crossing the ditch on Saturday, 5:30 p.m. Even money on both these teams, so it should be a cracking game. Sean Johnson's back as well for his first game since round 10.
Massive.
Yeah.
Yeah, Warriors. Yeah, I don't trust them either. They just keep winning when I don't think they're going to win, and then I back them, and then they go playing terrible. So I think Melbourne at home will be too good, but we don't have a Pappenhausen. Raymond Smith is out. Farlogo is playing fullback. I think he's got some talent. It'll be close. I think this will be close, but it'll be Storm. I'm pretty sure.
I wonder when Pappenhausen's coming back. Anyway.
Yeah, not sure. Tuivasa-Sheck's back, but he's on an extended bench.
Yeah,
I wouldn't be surprised. Wouldn't be surprised to see him slip into the starting lineup before kickoff as well.
Yeah.
But Sean Johnson, big in for the Warriors, and they played good last week against a very average Cowboys team. I don't think we can use that as a judgment how they're going to go against a Storm team that went as well as they did last week.
Yeah, Storm looking pretty red hot. All right, so let's go into the next one. Eels and the Roosters. Here we go. This is probably going to be a whitewash if they play anything like they did last week. Eels at CommBank Stadium against the Roosters. Roosters are paying $1.44. Apart from Sivo's back on the wing after getting withdrawn last week with a hamstring injury. So see how he goes. They missed him last week, that's for sure.
Yep. Yeah, and Parramatta played good. I mean, they did not at all play bad against the Bulldogs. It was a tough, physical, semi-final style game. It was a good game. They played some quality football. Roosters have been at another level. Interesting, Brandon Smith has been dropped. He missed some event with the team, and he's been publicly called out by 2 players. When does that ever happen? When does that ever happen? Everyone always backs their team, but the Roosters, I don't know what's going on with them this year. Yeah, the racism slur, and then all the drama around the TikTok video, and Taylor May coming out saying that Terrell May, coming out and saying Reece Walsh was dead in Origin. Really distasteful. And now the Roosters players are calling out their own teammate publicly. It's a bizarre situation we're in with the Roosters at the moment, but I expect him.
He might be on the way out from the sounds of it. Some of the commentary.
It makes you wonder, Breno, and think about this for a second. Who have they got? Because the Roosters don't push someone out unless they've got someone coming in. So are they trying to pinch Coruscant from the Tigers and, claiming he's upset, or who knows? Who have they got is my question.
Well, they've got the sombrero, so they're covered either way.
Yeah.
All right, let's go have a look at game number 7. Here we go. Seagulls up against the Dragons. They're at 4 Points Park, 2 o'clock on Sunday. Eels sitting 11th, Dragons in 9th, so a little bit of a cellar dweller game. So you can revive their season. Have you got on this one, PJ? I've got
Dragons hit some form against a really bad Tigers team. Let's be honest. It was a pretty shocking performance for about 50 minutes of that game. I don't trust Manly at home. They always used to be, they're a Brookvale. I'm tipping Manly, and they've just been so poor. They've lost so many games at home that they really shouldn't have, and they still find themselves 9th. So I'm going Manly, but not with a lot of confidence. I think Dragons fans can be happy with the performances over the last few weeks.
Yep.
And Manly's definitely a team the Dragons can pinch 2 points off. So I'm going Manly, but Dragons fans, don't hate me for that, because you got a massive chance in this one.
It's another one I'm picking. I'm going to pick the Seagulls, but they're next to the Cowboys for me. They keep disappointing me when I tip them. So.
Yeah, to me.
All right. Last game of the round, we have the Knights up against the Panthers over at McDonald Jones Stadium. I didn't say it today. Sunday at 4 p.m. Knights sitting down in 13th. They've dropped a bit. And Panthers still sitting in 3rd. They're paying $1.29, so $3.63 for the Knights. They're not backed at all. Dylan Edwards, he's been named to play. See if that happens. Best is back for the Knights as well, so excited to see him back out there. A little bit of breaking news over the last 24 hours. Armstrong has been asking for an immediate release. He's looking to go to the Super League, so they're going to lose him, but we've got another new fullback who did a pretty good job last week, I think.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's interesting. He's got a chance in the NRL and doing pretty well, and then he wants to leave to go to a B-grade competition. It's
all about the money. I think he's got more.
Yeah, well, I suppose if they see value and they're willing to pay for it, But Bradman Best, massive in for the Knights.
For sure.
They'll go okay in this game. I think it might be a bit of a one-way street for the Panthers, but you never know. No Cleary still. Luai playing halfback, but Jack Cole not looking too terrible in that role at 6. So they're going to be pretty tough to beat Penrith.
Yeah, Penrith tend to win when they come up here. They haven't won a game since 2014 or 15 or something against them. We almost took a win off them last year, except for the hair pulling incident happened, and that ruined it. But anyway.
Yeah, but a Sunday afternoon, I tell you now, Sunday afternoon, McDonald Jones Stadium.
Yeah, tough one.
Nice sunny day, 35,000 screaming Novocastrians. Anything can happen. They're honestly the most loyal supporters in the comp.
Definitely.
Newcastle fans. Every game they turn up, no matter whether they're going well or going terrible.
Or if it's pissing down with rain like it has been.
Yep.
All right, here's our tips for the week. The only different one I think was I went Broncos, you went Rabbitohs.
Yep.
So
you've also gone Panthers 13+.
Yeah.
You've gone Manly 13+. I've got them 1-12, but we've both gone Gold Coast 13+ against the West Tigers. So there's our tips for the week. Everyone's been asking, private messaging me. John Laurie, stop private messaging me, please. Okay.
Be patient, everyone. Here they are.
Be patient. All the tips are here.
Post them
we
up
put them
tomorrow.
up before the game.
Yeah.
The halftime scores go up in the game as well. So don't put a post up about halftime scores. Just have a look. It's all there. All righty? We want to give you the information you need.
All right. I think it's that time of the day.
It is.
Here we go.
Here we go.
Joe's tip of the week.
Gotta see me glasses. Gotta see me glasses. I love that. All right. So if you went with me last week, you would have got 4 out of 4, but I did get 2 of the margins wrong. I picked Dragons and South Post 1-12, and they both won 13+. But I got all 4 tips right, along with the Melbourne Storm 1-12 and the Panthers 1-12. So if you tipped with me, you would have got a win. But if you went with the margins, you would have lost again. But I'm determined to get my first one right this year. So here we go. Are you ready, Breno?
Yep, let's do it.
Alrighty. I'm going Raiders 13 plus. Ding. I'm going Titans 13 plus. I'm going Roosters 1 to 12. And I'm going Panthers 13 plus. So that's the multi for this week. Gamble responsibly, but make sure you have a really good look at the bets. I think this is going to be the one, Mar. I reckon this is the one I've got right. I'm going to get this one right. So jump on it.
Gamble responsibly.
Always. Gamblers in that group. I said that bloke put up his multi the other day. I forget his name. $700. I'm going, yeah, good on you, buddy.
Yeah.
How good's that?
Share around.
Hey? Exactly. Yeah. You get a betting syndicate together. No. Bad, Michael. Bad.
Edit.
Edit. Yep.
Oh, the joys of live video. All right. I think that wraps it up for this episode. Hope you enjoyed the podcast. I hope you enjoy all the footy action this weekend. And we'll come back next week and do it all over again. Rip into another detailed podcast with you all. And, of course, with you, PJ. Enjoy the footy, mate.
You too, buddy. Hope your team wins. Go the Bunnies, go the Knights.
You. Good night.
Bye.
Joining the chat. Join Breno and PJ next week for some more NRL live chat. Goodbye.